Over a year ago, I was here telling you exactly how I manifested my new job, my new car, and how I was about to move to LA. Well, we're here. Hey guys, welcome back to Merrily Merrily. I'm Merrily, and I make videos on getting into the animation industry, living your best life, and everything in between. Today, I want to reflect on 2021. I had a pretty good 2021, and it was because I was doing a whole lot of doing. Sure, I had dreams and goals about how I wanted my year to turn out, things I wanted to do, and everything like that, but I didn't just write them down and then leave them there. Recently, I have picked up Shonda Rhimes' bestseller, Year of Yes. It's an incredible book, so definitely check it out. But in the book, she has like a written version of the commencement speech that she did for Dartmouth University, class of 2014, I think it was. I could be wrong, but I think it was 2014. And essentially, like, the first bullet point of wisdom she gave to them in that speech was like, you need to stop dreaming and start doing. And when I read that, I was shook. I was just like, whoa, that's crazy, but that's amazing advice. And I kind of realized that I had been doing that already, and that's why my year was so good. I've been doing. I moved to LA at the end of 2020, mid-December. It was still very pandemic-y, and I mean, it was just crazy to think that I would be picking up my life, grabbing my fiance and my dog, and moving across the country, never to look back. But I did it, and I love it here. I also made a ton of new friends, hiked, had beach bonfires, ran around Joshua Tree, partied in Mexico, I got married, I started working in the office, I created 2 animated series pitches, started my lock journey, got a real nose ring, moved from the development department to the animation department at my job, saw my name in film credits for the first time. Definitely check out Encanto in theaters November 25th, Thanksgiving. And now I'm about to sign a lease on my first solo apartment with me and my husband. And that's the short version of my year. At some point in the beginning of the year, I had all of these specialized goals, and I had them all written down and planned out and everything. But at the same time, I got so overwhelmed with the thought of having to try to accomplish all my goals all at once, and just seeing them all laid out in front of me just really overwhelmed me. And so I just stopped. I shut down. I got overwhelmed and I shut down and I did nothing. And that sucked. When I got overwhelmed, I shut down, and thinking about all of the things that I had yet to do, needed to do, or should have already done, all of that brought a lot of anxiety for me. So I just stopped thinking and I just started doing. I just took action. Now, don't get me wrong. Talking about your goals, praying about your goals, writing them down, all of that is good and necessary. But at the same time, actions speak louder than words. And not just to the world, but also to yourself. Give yourself proof that your goals are coming to fruition with the physical actions that you're taking towards them. Show yourself what you are capable of and relish in it each and every day. Use your dreams and your plans as fuel for your actions. Don't consider them actions in themselves. Of course, when I was in Florida, I had dreams about what my life would be like in LA, but at the same time, if I only focused on dreaming, I never would have gotten here. I had to do something. Dreaming is great and planning is great, but when it distracts from you enjoying the present and taking action in the present, then it becomes a hindrance. I still sit in the moment and relish what my life is right now because I really still can't believe it. I live in LA. I work at Disney Animation Studios. I travel. I have a cute dog. I go to cute bars and eat good food. On Sundays, my husband and I go to this cute little Black-owned French bakery, and we crunch on baguettes and we bask in the LA sun and we say, God, this is living. I'm living. Note that ing, because why dwell in a past that I've already lived or spend time worrying about the life I'm going to live tomorrow? You need balance. Learn from your past and move forward. Work hard and rest harder in the present to better influence your future, and enjoy the journey every step of the way. There were a lot of things that were hard in 2021. Don't think for a second that my year was perfect and not a single thing went wrong, because that's just flat out not true. The truth is, I just don't let the hard times outweigh the good times. And that kind of perspective still keeps me excited about the things that I'm doing currently in my life and the things that I'm working towards, and like what I'm doing in this moment very much right now. You know, like I can't ever say like today was a bad day, because gosh darn it, if I woke up, if there's food in my stomach, if I have a roof over my head, then 9 times out of 10, like my day was pretty darn good. And it's just really a mentality check that I need to focus on. And so like I mean, of course, I'm not saying like, oh, be happy-go-lucky all the time, everything's perfect, nothing's wrong, yada yada yada, fret. Like, no, of course, feel your feelings. If you're having a hard time, you're having a hard time. I get that. But at the same time, you don't want to let one thing ruin your day. You know, like there's a lot of hard stuff going on in the world all the time, guys. And I don't ever want to try and take a pass at like what kind of situation you're in. I don't know. But I do know that, you know, it can be, you can look at it a different way, and that could potentially help. And the challenges that come, they build character and stamina. And with challenges comes change, and with change comes growth, right? So as you begin your preparations for 2022, I would like to ask you to also take the time to evaluate your 2021. How was your year overall? What evidence can you find in your 2021 that you are on the right track for your goals? What kind of doing did you do to get closer to your goals this year? Intentional and unintentional. What are some actions you're planning to take next year? And lastly, 2021 isn't over yet. How are you going to make the most of the rest of this year with the time you have left? Be intentional, make it count. If you made it to the end of the video, drop a sunflower in the comments below, and definitely subscribe. I've got some really great professional animation industry content coming soon that, if that's something you're interested in getting into, you're definitely not going to want to miss it. Until next time, see ya!